What's up guys, how's it going? It's really windy here. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, staying safe during this quarantine time and aren't being super lazy at home like me. So today we got Brennan and his beautiful M4. We're gonna be talking about 3 reasons why you should buy an M4. I want to do this new series on my channel where I just take a bunch of different sports cars and talk about reasons why you should buy that particular sports car. Now this isn't something where it means that car is perfect, because no car is near perfect, but it's just like highlighting the key features of every car. There's always gonna be negatives with every car, but we're not gonna really discuss those because we're an optimistic channel, guys. So we're only talking about 3 things from every car that kind of stands out to me or highlights why you would want to buy it, or if you're thinking about buying one. Brendan, tell me a little about your car, what year, miles, and all that, you know?
What's going on, everybody? So I have a 2015 F82 M4. It's got about 43,000 miles on it. The first mod that I did was exhaust, as most people. I have a Remus catback full exhaust. It's non-resonated.
Cold start now.
And I also have VRSF downpipes as well as VRSF charge pipes. What the previous owner installed was a BMS Elite cold air intake, so nice turbo spool sounds. And I also have an MHD Stage 2 Plus tune, so it's got a lot of pops and burbles.
How much power are you making, bro?
Like 450, no. 550 to 575 depending on, it's like up to, but you know, it's all advertising, so I don't really know. I haven't dynoed it or anything like that, but it feels like a lot of power.
Let's take a quick walk around of the car. This is a 2015 in the black. I think the exterior is all stock. Got the Remus exhaust there. Quad tips. It's pretty nice. I feel like M4s, when you mod them, they look super clean.
Caution, engine area might be hot.
Got the intakes. Wow. Reason number 1 would be the interior of the car. It has that luxury feel, but kind of also that sportsy feel to it, which I think is the biggest plus of the M4. I feel like it's the perfect combination of sports and luxury, because there's a lot of cars that kind of try to do both, but I feel like the M4 really has it down. Let's go ahead and move to the inside of the car now, which brings me to my first reason on why you should buy a BMW M4. So the interior of this car is pretty damn nice, as you would suspect in any BMW. All this carbon fiber. You did this, right?
I did this.
Okay.
And I did this.
And you did this. Alright, so.
But I didn't do this.
But he didn't do this. Alright.
Or this.
So this is carbon fiber. All the carbon fiber looks really good. So one of the things that I found really cool, coming from a car that has like no tech, is that it has cameras on the sides, right?
Yeah, right in front of the front tires.
And then you also have an upstairs view.
It's got like kind of like a surround view.
You have a heads-up display as well, right?
Yes, sir.
It's over there.
Yeah, you can kind of
right there.
You can kind of see the left box is speed limit, and it updates based off of your location, which is pretty cool. The right is your current speed. Obviously, it's 0 because we're not going anywhere. I have a super cool hot button. It'll change my sport mode into sport, and it'll also change the heads-up display to the M view, which is cool because it has the gauge right there.
And then what are all these buttons for?
So when your car goes fast, it comes with different modes. I got some low-tech as well as some high-tech.
Thanks, Brennan. One thing that's really cool is if you never sat in the back seat of an M4, guys, it's freaking huge.
5'9", 175, pretty medium build, pretty regular guy, and
Alright, well, anyways.
but yeah, I got room, armrest.
Headspace is good.
Headspace is good. I'm short again, but yeah, you could definitely fit 3 people here. Someone would have to stick it out on this, but very doable.
Service, dude? I'm not good. That's because of the tune. You heard that little pop right there. Yeah, the tune makes it so much louder. First of all, these cars stock are extremely quiet. I don't know why they do that, but you definitely need to put exhaust in this car if you're gonna get one. But once you do, and then get the burbles and pops, I think that's the one thing that we all really love about like the M series or BMWs or AMGs, is that when you tune them, like the burbles and pops, they sound super good. When you go for a drive later, you'll be able to hear them. But let's get a couple revs of the exhaust, see what it sounds like. That's good. Put it in sport mode that time. Before it wasn't. I think it was like eco mode or whatever, but in person, that thing is super loud. So moving on to number 2 on why you should buy an M4, it's gonna be the performance. It's really fast, it handles well, it feels good on the road. It's like a true driver's car, which is one thing that you wouldn't expect coming out of a luxury car like the M4, which it is really cool how it encompasses both luxury and sports. All right, so we're about to go for a drive now, kind of talk about all the performance features of the car, how fast it feels, how it handles, how it feels compared to a manual or like being a manual driver. I hate driving automatics and you shift and it delays so much. That's one thing that I really like about the M4. Let's get to the drive, guys. I'm excited. This is the best part. All right, so initially it's really smooth on the road, and then the seats, like they're leather, so it's really different compared to like the Nismo bucket seats and all. But just all of the tech on the inside is just really weird. We have it in efficient mode right now, just kind of feeling out the car. But we'll turn around onto the highway, put it into Sport Plus, and give it a couple of pulls and see how it feels. The heads-up display is freaking dope. We're turning onto the highway here, putting it into Sport mode, and then Sport and manual mode. Downshift to second, we're at 3,500, just like 50% pulled. So yeah, I don't know if y'all can hear it on camera, but this car is super loud, but the pop sound freaking amazing. That is awesome. But that was about like half throttle, and you can definitely feel it. The turbo lag is very minimal, and the throttle response is really good. Every time you downshift and you hear the pops, it sounds so good. 2 things that I really like are, 1, the dual clutch in this car is really responsive. Every time you shift, like it's pretty on point on shifting, if not like at the same time. And then the other thing is, when you have it in manual mode and you're like stopped at a stop sign or anything like that, when you take your foot off the brake, it doesn't just start going. You know how most automatic cars just start going? It kind of waits until you accelerate, which gives it kind of that manual feeling, which is really cool coming from driving a manual all the time. Actually crazy how loud this is.
It's like dangerously loud.
Yeah, I would feel like scared.
That's why
I feel like I'm gonna get pulled over or something. It's so loud.
Sometimes I just duck. Like I sit down and I just duck, and then like
if you went through a family neighborhood with this and popped, that'd be so bad. So we're in first, going about 20 right now. Freaking spun out a little. 80 miles per hour, guys, in 4th. That's pretty dope.
Oh,
I don't know if y'all could, there's no way y'all could have felt that through the camera or anything, but that's something you have to like experience in real life. And that wasn't even like me stomping on it. Like I leaned into a little bit, but that was freaking awesome. So we just got done driving the M4. It was a lot of fun. As you can tell, it's an awesome car. It's super fun driving. So the last point that I want to talk about is, so 1, we talked about the interior of the car, how luxurious it feels on the inside. 2, we talked about performance, how although it's super luxurious and has a smooth ride and all that, it still carries the performance with it. And then the 3rd thing I want to talk about is the aftermarket potential with this car. So as he mentioned, there's a lot of mods that you can do to the M4. He hasn't even done a lot and hasn't done any exterior stuff. There's so much you can do to the car to make it look like your own. The cool part is you can get like a lot of gains for bolt-ons, like full bolt-ons. I know with the Z, if you like put full bolt-ons in a tune, you'll get maybe like 60 additional 50 to 60 horsepower. But the M4, like the M series, honestly any turbo car, you can get like 80 to 100, which is really cool. I know I've seen some pretty sick M series, M3s, M4s, M2s like on the internet, Instagram and stuff. I'm sure you guys have too. So this is definitely a car that if you want to start like modding and you have the money for it, of course, because I think in the used market you can find them for about 35 to 45K, around that price range. So if you have the money for it, it's definitely a good car to look into in that price range. Shout out to Brendan for letting me review his car. So like I mentioned earlier, this is a new series that I kind of want to do on the channel. So if you're in the Houston area and you have a sports car, any type of sports car, I really don't care what it is, hit me up on Instagram right there, or even on TikTok, guys. I have a TikTok now, so go check that out. Hit me up and I would love to do a review on your car. If you enjoyed the video, guys, drop a like, kill that like button. Let's get this video to 98 likes. Thank you as always for the support, it means a lot. See y'all next time with another one. Have a great day.